Hello and welcome to the Aimbot. Oh, fucking Christ! Fucking knob cheese! Ah, you shit! You put that word in my head. It is the 27th of June 2014 and this is the episode 44 of the Robot Punch Gaming Podcast. I am Carl Lipscomb and today I'm joined by the man who's always had a beard since the entire time I've known him, Dom Giles.
Hello, yes I have.
And the man that seems to spend more time doing quizzes about what he could be rather than doing his college work, Jake Evans.
Hello. That's good. That's good. I like that.
So what have we got to talk about this week? Should we start off with the last week of your last week of your life?
Our lives.
The video of last week's one has just been finally uploaded.
I know.
And that thing is a fucking mess.
Really?
It's a mess. Watch it. It's quite fun. It's really fun in places, and then other times it's like, I don't know if it's just because I'm involved in it, but like when I was editing and stuff, I was like it's like stressful. It's like just someone stop talking. Let someone else speak.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
You jump in between the two trying to pick one.
yeah. You watched it, did you? Or watched
I
some of
started
it?
watching it.
Yeah. So I've done the pop because it was the two cameras. I've actually like been switching back and forth.
You remember to press record on both of them this time.
Yeah. And so I was trying to switch back and forth and to see who was talking, but like because like someone will talk and then someone will cut over them, and then they decide that they're talking now. So it's like it will cut to someone for like a second and then cut back. So I had to be more strict with the cuts because otherwise it's like just flipping all over the place. But I don't think I'll do two cameras for a while. Like I don't really want 6 people on again for a while.
That's what I think in the first 5 minutes of the podcast when we were trying to do introductions, everyone was talking at once. I was like, do you remember last time we had lots of people on and this happened and we said it was a shit idea and we shouldn't do it again? We're doing it again!
Yeah, it was the next podcast as well.
Yep.
But yeah, we only do those for special occasions, so.
And your birthday.
Yeah,
Oh.
that is a special occasion. That's a special occasion.
Is it?
Oh, jeez. But if we do
Doo-doo.
if we do recordings, which I'm doing one today, I don't know if I'll bother releasing it.
Hey look, I'm eating.
I think we just keep it down to the one camera to view both sofas because it's easier than cutting and stuff.
Now, then?
Yeah, that gets both sofas in it. I could always get them in. It's just the fact that I was sitting over there, you wouldn't get me in. So that was the issue. So if there's enough that I can sit on the sofa as well, then it's fine. Yeah.
I think as a rule 4 is probably the maximum
Yeah.
for one of our podcasts.
Yeah. Well, I don't mind, as I said, like on a birthday if it's a special thing, but I only want like that like once a year or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I don't. Yeah, definitely never.
I mean, anniversary podcast is kind of important, so we got as many as we could.
Yeah.
And then your birthday is fine, and then obviously any other birthdays that come up,
Yeah.
we can do. But other than that, let's try and keep it to 4.
Yeah. Just it's really hard, and that's what's made me more like more prompted to try and work hard and actually
To get our shit
getting the
together.
podcast working. It also didn't help that like everyone was drunk. No, I say no. Let me correct that. Boo Boo, Jojo, and we're really drunk, and I had been drinking.
Continue to do so until you disappeared.
I don't really remember much after we go out.
Oh my god! Right.
Because he was wankered.
I just have to tell you how my night ended. When
Do you know how my night ended?
Nobody knows how your night ended. You fucked off.
You were so out of it, and then you said bye, but you weren't really saying. You were saying bye, but you were kind of looking above me.
No, I went home with Liz,
Yeah.
and then I disappeared after coming home.
Well, you left the house.
Yeah.
Where'd you?
I fell asleep on that sofa, and then I threw up, and then Liz got angry at me because I threw up on the floor, and woke me up, and then I just left.
Unbeknownst to her, apparently.
Yeah, I just walked out, and then she freaked out because I was gone for ages, didn't know what to do. Got my dad searching for me. He was apparently searching for an hour and a half, and then the first thing I remember since I after the first half an hour of us being out at the Tubman. The first thing I remember is standing at the bus stop. This isn't going to help people that don't live in Hastings, but standing at the bus stop along Havelock Road, and staring at the Brass, which was shut. And
so we're talking like gone 4 o'clock at this point.
Yeah.
Probably even later.
No, I think it was like between 4 and 5 that I got home. And I just remember being like, it was like a snap into. I think I might have just fallen asleep at the bus stop or something, because it was like a snap into consciousness. But I was still like pretty drunk. But I was sobering up. But like I wouldn't say I was sober by any stretch. But like and I was just like, what am I doing here? And then
outside the Brass.
And then I was like, I should go home. And so I started walking home, and then just saw my dad in the car, and I was like, and he was like shouting at me, and I was like, that's a weird thing. Why is my dad here? He's like, come on. I was like, sweet, I'll get a lift home. And then it turned out that I had disappeared and been a dick. So yeah.
Well, I mean, you went home at like 12:30.
Yeah.
Liz took you home.
Yeah.
And then we stayed out a little bit longer. But yeah, Liz took you home at like 12:30. So you'd gone home, passed out, and woken up at what must be at least gone 4, because obviously the Brass shuts at 4, and then just fucked off to town.
No, because I'd been out for about an hour and a half. So it was probably like 2.
Well,
it was probably like 2 or something.
Yeah, I
what?
suppose.
And then you said the place was shut.
Yeah, I'm saying when I'd been out for an hour and a half, and then I came into consciousness and realised what was going on. Yeah. And then so Liz was obviously upset because she didn't know what was going on, where I'd been. She thought I might like be in trouble. The worst thing was I forgot my phone, because I forgot my phone when we went out. I didn't like pick it up and grab it as I was leaving. So like otherwise she could have just called me and everything would be fine. But no, I forgot my phone. So yeah. Well, I imagine I probably just went out for a walk, and then I was just really drunk. And
I just think
that
could have been extremely dangerous.
Yeah, I know I definitely either fell over badly or got beaten up. I'm not quite sure which one, but I had
Probably beaten up. It's Carl.
I had cuts. I don't know if they're still kind of there, but I had cuts on my face, and bruises in a bunch of places, but it wasn't like on a single side or something, which would like mean like I fell onto one side. It was like all over my body, like my stomach, my chest.
Knowing
hurt,
you,
and then my
you
elbows
probably
hurt.
started on someone.
I don't know. I don't really start any fights.
You can do.
No,
You could be a mouthy.
I
No,
might,
no,
the fact that
not
you were
necessarily
I might
started the
wind
physical
someone.
side of
I
it.
might
Yeah.
wind someone up.
You probably pissed someone off to the point of kicking the shit out.
But
of them.
I love the thing that you probably got beaten up and you don't even know it happened.
Yeah.
Like, that's
how drunk he was.
Yeah, but does that mean it didn't happen? Pretty much.
I don't know.
If I don't remember it, I didn't get beaten up.
Yeah.
I still go as never being beaten up.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that probably what actually happened was I woke up and was like, I want to go out. I want to go back out on the town. So I probably just left.
yourself?
And then, yeah, but I was like hammered. So I was just like, I've done it before where I've come home early and been like, I don't want to stay home. I want to go out again. And then I've gone out and it's been like too late to even go out anyway. But
You're an idiot.
yeah, so I think that's probably what happened. And then I maybe I left and then fell over and hit my head or something. Cause like my temple hurt. That side was cut, and on my left cheek it was cut, and my right temple hurt.
I'm going to stick with somebody beat you
'Cause
up.
that
Makes much more sense to me.
That doesn't really match falling over, does it? Like, because it would really be all the damages on one side, and if I'd rolled over or something, I don't know. Like, I might have fallen over, hit a stone, and fallen over again, and like, on the other side. Like hit a stone on my cheek and then like fallen over and hit my head on something.
It's a bit of a long shot. You probably just got beat up.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of money that night on him.
You
Oh,
did
really?
get me very drunk.
He was just like, I can't get too drunk. I'm going to have to go home soon. I was like, nope, no, you don't. You have another drink. He's like, well, just one more. I was like, yeah, just one more. I just kept buying more and more drinks for him.
I actually got so drunk. Like, I got to the
You're
point.
welcome.
I literally got to the point where I was, when you're drunk but you're fine, and you know you're drunk but you're fine, and then you know you're drunk but you're fine, and then you sit down and go, whoa, fuck, and I was like,
I am not standing up again.
I don't know if you remember, I was pretty much up and talking the whole
Yeah.
time, and then at one point I sat down for like literally like 10 seconds. I sat down on the chair and I went, what's the time? I looked at my phone, it was like 2:45 or something, and I was just like, it was like 2:45, and I was just like, I think I should probably go home. And then I got up and said bye to everyone. And then I was still there for like 15, 20 minutes.
Say goodbye.
Yeah, and then I said bye. And then I remember, this is how badly beer just destroys me. But I remember leaving, putting my foot down on the stair, and then I remember just kind of walking on the seafront, bumbling. And then all I remember is waking up the next day with about 10 missed calls on my phone, about 11 o'clock, naked, in my room, with a frying pan filled with sick. A frying pan filled with vomit, with a half-eaten chicken on another plate. And then I was like, what?
Yeah.
1, I don't sleep naked.
The party continued, obviously.
2, why a fucking frying pan? And my mum came in and she was just like, there's loads of sick in the sink.
Do you mean,
And did you eat chicken? And I was
It's
just
a
like,
great night.
you definitely saying a frying pan and not a saucepan?
it was a frying pan.
Because I think a saucepan would make more sense. Like,
Not when you're drunk, it doesn't.
a bowl shape. Like,
It was just like and it was like, the weird thing is that my sick looked like oil.
oh yeah,
I don't
there's
know if-
probably oil in the frying pan.
But no, it was a clean frying pan, I think.
You sure?
It was just what the drinks
don't
are
know.
bought
Was
you.
it,
My
was
sick
it
looked
used to
a-
cook your chicken?
My sick looked a lot like oil, like all of it. And
Maybe that's why you're sick. Maybe you're drinking oil.
mate, I don't know. I do not know. I don't even remember going. I remember kind of leaving, but I don't remember going home. I don't remember getting home. I don't remember getting undressed. I don't remember cooking food, and I don't remember puking or eating or anything.
Maybe you didn't cook food. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe you were eating raw chicken. And that's
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but it was a half-eaten chicken there. A frying pan full of vomit. I had the worst headache of my life, and I was just like, I'm supposed to be at work.
I remember, yeah, I was at work and I got some like Facebook messages. You're like, "Oh, I'm so fucked." I was like, "Yeah, you are."
It was horrid. Like my mum was just like, "Did you get drunk?" She went, "You've never come home drunk," because I've been drunk like 4 times now in my life, and he was just like, "You never come back drunk," and I was like, "I know." She's just like, "You better clean that fucking sink," and it was horrible. Like I felt so bad. I got up. I mean, tidied up. Like, it took me ages tidying everything up. I almost trod in my like frying pan and threw it everywhere.
Nice.
And then, literally, I felt so bad, like hangover-wise. Like I've never had a hangover, but if I was sitting down, I was okay. But as soon as I move, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Like that was pretty much it.
Yep.
And I somehow made it up to my girlfriend's house. No, that was it. She picked me up, and I was just like there all night. And then my girlfriend had a bunch of her friends round. Like it was my girlfriend's sister, my girlfriend's friend, and whatever. And they were like, "Oh yeah, let's drink. Do you want to drink?" And I was just like, I would rather staple my nuts to my leg.
maybe
drink
not.
right now.
Maybe I shouldn't.
But that was horrid. Like, I don't know. Beer just destroys me. Beer. I've realised that's not a drink. That
Well, that's what. Okay, I was mostly buying you like whiskey and things. So.
really.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought I drank beer all night.
No. Me, Jack, and you I kept ordering the three of us Jack Daniels. I mean, you had a couple of beers, but I suppose
Right, let me
it got to the point where you were just like, "What are we having?" I was like, "Can I have 3?" Because Jack kept me. Basically, me and Jack were buying the drinks for the three of us, taking turns.
I remember I got bought 2 beers at the Tubman. No, 3 beers at the Tubman. One was by Jack, who works there. One was by your other half, and another one was by my friend who I met from school. And then I had a few of those beers. We have to squeeze the lime and put it in there.
Desperados.
I had like 3 of them, and then the
See,
rest.
that's what fucked me up. Was
Desperados.
yeah, we went to
Aw.
Spoons, and they had like a deal on Desperados, and Josh bought me 2, and then I drunk 1, and then we saw you guys walk past, or not you, but like you guys walk past Spoons, and we were like, oh shit, they're going up that way. So I fit down the rest of my Desperado, and then I had my second one. I was like, oh shit! So I drank that really fast and
Neck
just
it.
left Spoons with it and was drinking it really fast, and then everything starts to go wobbly.
I remember at one point
They do really fuck me up.
That's the funny
Desperados
thing.
as well.
When I was kind of tipsy, like half, not drunk, but getting there. And we were outside, and I was with, was it Jojo?
Yeah.
And he was talking about like working out, and then I was just like, oh no, whatever. And then like we were messing around, and then he was like, oh, press ups, and I was like, I can do press ups, and he went, go on then. How many can you do? And I think I did like 15 or 20. And then like Boo Boo was there, and he was like, "Oh well, that's quite impressive." I went, "Do you want me to turn this shit up?" And I started doing clap press ups afterwards. And then he was like, "Wow, that's very impressive." And then we were like hanging around on the scaffolding for ages, and then they wouldn't let us in where you were. They wouldn't let us in.
What were?
I don't know.
Spoons.
I think it was spoons.
Spoons.
I think it
Oh.
was. They wouldn't let us in because we looked like idiots.
Oh, right. That would make sense. Why
Yeah,
you
they're
were
a bit mean at
walking
spoons.
past.
If you look drunk, they don't let you in.
But it was pretty crazy. Like, I don't know. It was just funny. We were like,
Same
they were
again
talking-
tonight?
Oh no. But it was
It was a good night.
yeah, it was pretty fun.
This is why I decided that we always need a cameraman out, like to record this stuff, like just for us to watch back and like,
Most can be our AFK videos.
yeah,
Just us out absolutely wankered destroying
Yeah.
Hastings.
just need to make some money and hire a permanent
That'd
cameraman.
be awesome.
Or you could just do it since you don't drink much.
I did drink much, but
Well, yeah,
I
but
bought him more than I bought myself.
unusual.
I
Yeah.
feel so bad. Like, but then again, I wasn't even intending to go out because one, I had work the next day, and two, I had no money. But I didn't even want to go out. And he's like, "I'll buy you one beer," and I was like, "No, I'm not going to drink. I'll come down for Carl," sort of thing. Went out, and then I just got given like loads of beers. And then when you're drunk, you just want more.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
so it's just
Ironically,
like-
Ironically, I was late for work the following day. I was fine after that, but the next day my phone died and the alarm didn't go off, and I turned up late for work.
me and Liz were out for like 2 days, 3 days, I think, and then she got genuinely actually sick after that. Like I guess like maybe I mean like this happens to me when I go out really drunk. I get like a sickness afterwards because my immune system gets knocked out when I'm sick or when I'm really drunk or hungover. Like, and then I get a cold or something.
See, the funny thing is, like, the next day was okay for me. I did actually drink a little bit the next day, but only like one or two drinks like that night because my girlfriend was having like a little party thing.
Yeah.
And the day after that though, that night my girlfriend got probably the most drunk I've ever seen her that night, and like
Drunk enough to put it in a bum?
my girlfriend can drink.
That's a yes.
Like, she can drink a lot. Like she can drink, you know, those really big bottles of Lambrini.
Oh,
she
yeah,
can
yeah.
drink that to herself and a small
Legend.
bottle of vodka to herself.
You should bring her out with us. That'd be
Like
fun.
literally, she can drink a small bottle of vodka and a bottle of Lambrini to herself. That's like a standard thing for her.
Yeah.
But she drank that night. She drank a bottle of Lambrini and a big bottle of vodka.
Yep.
She drank one of them as well.
You definitely need to bring her out with us
Yeah,
next time.
like she can fucking drink, mate, and all of them can. Like my my girlfriend's sister and my girlfriend's friends can all drink a lot because they've been drinking since like 14. And
Naturally.
literally, she got to a point where she was really drunk, and then it was the end of the night. Everyone went home, and I was just like, okay. She got in her pajamas, and she was fine. She somehow got undressed and got dressed, and I was just like, okay, cool. And then she's like, took her to the bathroom. I was like, oh, I'm gonna make food while you were in there puking up and stuff. She's like, yeah, cool. Just on her face. I'm just like, okay, cool. And then I heard her puking, and I was just like, haha, making food. You know what I mean? Put
Sucks
it all
to
up,
you.
set it all up, and then I was like, Joanna, food's ready. No answer. I was like, Joanna, food's ready. No answer. Bang, bang. Joanna, no answer. Went round the back, banged on the window, no answer.
Oh, good, she's dead.
Yeah, and I was just like, and then I told Joanna's mum. Joanna's mum came around, and she was just like, yeah, she's probably fine. And then like a little bit later on, she was okay. I just got her into bed.
Or dead.
Yeah, I got her into bed, and she just died. But the next day, she was so ill, and this is the funny story: is she was ill. She was just because she was pretty much hanging all day, like half asleep, half puking, half asleep, half puking, and she needed the like bucket thing she was using to puke in.
Yep.
But it was at the other side of the room, and she went and got up, and like she couldn't see it, and I was like shit, and I was watching Batman. I like really panicked. I was just like crap. I grabbed it. It was filled with sick. And I swung round and threw sick at her.
Oh,
Sick went on the
Jesus.
couch, yeah, and like landed on her, and then she puked up. And I was just like, she's like, why would you throw sick at me? She was completely sober at this point. She was like, why would you throw vomit at me? I was like, I didn't mean to. I tried to get round quick.
Oh,
I
that's
realised
awesome.
it was full, and she was just like, there's vomit on me. And I was just like, oh god. So I like cleaned it up.
Vomit the revenge. Oh, that's awesome. That's a great story.
I just threw vomit
That's
at her. But yeah.
Wow, that's a sign of affection right
But that
there.
was literally
I would throw your own vomit over you,
that was
darling.
the 2 days after our last pod. It was
That's
crazy.
awesome.
It's pretty crazy.
That's a good night. You have a good night when the following day you throw your girlfriend's vomit over herself.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. No, that was a good night, along with Jack and his friend, who I think was also called Jake, if I remember correctly. Because I remember finding them.
Yeah. The guy said he said to me, he was like, "You look like you should live in California." I'm like, what?
Thanks.
And I was like, "Thanks." And he went, "No, not in a weird. I mean, who you are, the way you present yourself, you look like you're from California, or at least you should be living there. You should so do it. It's so nice." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And he's like, "No, you really do. Like, you look like you belong there."
So
Okay, cool, thanks.
So you're moving next Tuesday, yeah?
Yeah, he was well alright though. He was a nice guy.
Yeah, it was good. As I say, he at one point he kind of like disappeared. When it was just me, you, and Jack at the bar, he kept sort of coming and going. Or Jack, him, and a third person who I don't remember particularly, that were just doing an absolutely terrible job of hitting on the poor bar girl.
Yeah,
All
right.
night long. They were just pervert over her.
You know what she said to me? Like, I was just like, "Oh yeah, I bet you get it a lot, blah blah blah." And then you know what she said to me? She went, "You're a blatant womanizer if I've ever seen one." To me, and I went, "What?" And
Have you not just been listening?
yeah, and I was like, "What? No, I'm not." And she's like, "Yeah, you are. I know your type. I can tell by looking at you." And I was like, "What?" And then she like laughed and got someone else a beer, and I was like, and then she walked past again, and she was like, "Are you offended?" And I was like, "Yes, I am. I've been with my girlfriend 7 years."
Bitch, you don't know me.
Yeah, and I was like, "You don't know who I am or what I've been through." And she was just like, "No, I can just tell by who you are. You're a ladies' man wannabe." And I'm like, what do you mean? She went, "You probably got successful with a couple guys, but I'm not going to fall for your shit." And I was just like, "You don't know who I am. You don't know me."
You have no idea. The hell is wrong with you?
And I was just like, I've been with my girlfriend 7 years. And she went, "Oh, congratulations." And then just like got someone else a drink.
The hell's their problem? That's for you.
That's because I kept on saying to her, "Get with Jack." I was like, "Get with Jack, get with Jack. He's such a nice guy."
Well, that probably didn't help.
But that's not making me look like a womanizer, is it?
No, but yeah.
Does he? Hope she doesn't listen to the podcast.
It's okay, nobody listens to the podcast. Carl, there's moths in here. Yeah. They're only,
flew away with me.
one just flew past my face while we were talking. It's in here somewhere. Hopefully our audience are aware. I don't know if you're aware. Carl's not the biggest fan of moths.
I hate moths. Little ones are okay. Bigger ones scare me.
They're a pain in the arse when they try and get in your ear.
Dusty and they fly in your face.
Yeah. But that's more annoying. There's nothing to be afraid. No, there's loads of little
You
ones.
just spattered it on me.
They're not something that like to fear.
Mottophobia. Is that actually?
That's actually,
that's actually the term.
mottophobia. It
Mottophobia. It sounds like a metal band.
He texted me once because he was trapped in the bathroom with one. True story.
Yeah, I'm a lot better than I used to be, but yeah, when I was like 16 and stuff, I would like just freeze on the spot and couldn't move if I saw one.
We were around playing like SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain or something on his PS2. And he went to the toilet and he just sped for ages. And then he texted me. He was like, "Dom, there's a big moth in here and he's blocking the door." It's a fucking moth, Carl!
No, I don't like little moths. Don't bother me like that one.
No, I still don't like them.
But bigger ones freak me out. You know, the ones that you can actually see flapping, like that. It just flies, but flapping.
Yeah.
I think my fear started was when I was a really little, when I was a young kid on a school
You were
trip.
going to say when you were really little, weren't you?
Yeah. When he was
Still pretty little.
Not quite the same.
when he was young.
but-
And the moth ate his parents.
Yeah.
And so he's going to become Mothman.
Yeah, I went on the school trip to like this like
Moth factory.
to like this,
Yeah. Oh, one of the like the butterfly.
yeah
places.
It's like a tropical
remember doing
butterfly
that.
and moth place, and some like moth literally about the size of my head, at least at the time, came, and it was the second we walked through the doors, and this moth just came down and just landed on my head and just sat there and like flapping against my head. So I think that's what started off my fear of
That
moths.
shit. I'd have thrown it on the
Giant
floor
moth.
and tried to stand on it. Probably would have grabbed my foot, but I mean, I would have tried.
I would've
He'd be like,
bit your
stab. He's
foot.
like, "Not today."
Breaks your ankle.
yeah.
Ah, spin around.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can almost understand it that was like
You and your irrational fears.
yeah, when I was
I mean,
really
it pretty much picked you up and flew away with you.
yeah, pretty much dropped me from 50 foot and killed me,
I'm pretty
Pretty
much.
much.
Here.
and pretty much
I'm
guessed.
probably
R.I.P.
dead.
Carl.
Pretty much R.I.P.
Pretty as close to R.I.P. without actually being dead.
He said R.I.B. I was like, R.I.B. What? Rib?
Rest in bed.
I hate sleep. Hate beds.
I love beds. I love sleep.
Right, should we actually talk about something proper?
What are you talking about? We've just done an awesome hours worth of podcast. Easily. There's something else important to talk about. We haven't even done what we've been up to this week.
Right, well, yeah, I guess not. We kind of
we got
talked
drunk.
about Friday.
All right, yeah.
Has
So
anyone,
this week we got.
has anyone done
actually-
anything since Friday?
I've been reading Attack on Titan manga that I bought.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. I've started
Yeah.
buying them because when me and the small person went to London for Father's Day last week. Last week.
I was going to say.
Last week we went and we did things like the London Eye has been there 14 years. It's the first time I've been on it.
It's been there 14 years?
Yeah.
I thought we'd been there longer.
No, since 2000.
Yeah,
Obviously, it was the Millennium.
I went on it back when Rikishi was a bad man, and I was listening.
You went on with
Yeah, I had the CD of the wrestling
Theme
album,
songs, yeah.
and I was
had them
listening
somewhere.
to his one loads as well on my CD player at the time.
your Walkman CD.
Yeah,
I used to want
and
one.
I have a fear of heights as well, so I went.
Boston Heights.
Yeah, I went on as I was saying, that moth picked me up and flew me really high. Now, I think the fear of heights might have come from when I was younger or around the same age, I don't know. A girl I knew died by falling out a window.
This is Carl's psychology session right
Yeah,
here.
I know.
Do you want to lie on the couch, Carl?
I'm not a big fan of heights either, but not because I'm scared of heights, because I don't want to die. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I like.
I can happily sit on look out of a high building and stuff. That's fine. But jumping off it, probably not going to do. Doesn't mean I'm afraid of heights. I just don't want to die.
I seem to have. As I've got older, I seem to have developed some kind of almost, I guess, like vertigo. Like I always used to like heights. I used to like jumping off of heights. I used to like climbing up to heights. But the older I've got, the less I like it.
Probably because
And not
because you now realise how dangerous it is.
But it's not the case of like I don't like. It's not out of choice. I don't like it. I want to like it. Like when me and
It might be that you have more to live for now, and you realise that
No, it's
that
not.
you could die.
It's not like a fear in the same way as like I'd be afraid
Well,
of
you're
somebody
just
pulling a
getting
gun in
dizzy
my
or
face.
something.
It's almost like a couple
As in
years
what
back
that
now. I've since done it and told it to go fuck itself. But a couple of years back, me and t'other half and friends went to one of the like tree adventure things.
Go Ape.
Yeah,
Yeah, I went Go Ape
We
with
went to
my
Go Ape.
girlfriend.
and it was awesome. But the very last, it was like 7.
Yeah, like track things
Courses,
you gotta do,
yeah. The very last one,
You have to jump.
I couldn't get up. Well, not even that. I couldn't get up the ladder.
Oh,
It was the highest one. The bottom half of me, like I'm halfway. I got halfway up the ladder.
Your bottom half I don't want to do it, so you just pull up with your arms.
Yeah, I was
Your legs
there
aren't
half up the
doing
ladder,
it.
and my bottom half was just like, "Fuck this." I'm like, "No, I want to do this," but my body was like, "Fuck you, you're not climbing that ladder. That's way too high." I'm like, "No, fuck you, body, get up the goddamn ladder," and I just couldn't do it. I've since gone back there and done it, and told my body and that tree to go to hell. But there's something weird. Like, and now if I'm up heights, I'll feel like scared, but not mentally. It's my body, like it's a physical thing.
I think I'm just a moron. I was at Go Ape, and you have to clip yourself onto the tree.
Yep.
I was clipping myself onto the tree and then hanging back off it. Off the little platform.
You are a moron. Yeah.
So I was just hanging back off it, and I was like, and Joanna was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm clipped on." She's like, "Yeah, but you clipped it on."
Oh, fair enough.
Because you're literally in charge of your own
yeah.
safety.
This is great.
Funny enough, since I've been on my tablets, my fear of heights have gone down. Yeah, strangely, but
Give me tablets.
well, I was going to say when I was on the London Eye, I had once it got
Flappy Bird.
above the height of other buildings, I had to sit in the centre, and I was just grabbing on the seat in the centre of it. I was like,
that's
no,
what-
not moving, not looking, not moving.
That's what Sprog did to start with. He was like, "Oh, it's great." He's been on it before as well. Apparently, his mum's taken him on it a couple of times, but he was like, "Yeah, it's great. Let's go on it." And we started going up. He's like, "Oh no, wait, it's really high. I forgot." And he sat in the middle. Was like,
I just the thing is, I don't like it once.
I want to go up the Shard.
Once you can see the roof of a building, I then think it's wrong.
then you're done.
Yeah.
I'm higher than something that's pretty high. That's not.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be right.
Yes.
Sorry, so what else we did? We did that. Did the
I haven't finished that.
no. So we London-eyed. We aquariumed. We science museumed. And then to end it, because we still had an hour before it finished, I without informing Child, we got on the subway, and rather than going back to where we were getting the train home, because he was tired and wanted to go home, I was like, "Well, there's one more thing." And he's like, "Oh, I don't want to do one more thing," so I pretended that we were going home. Went to Tottenham Court Road, and I took him to Forbidden Planet and blew his little fishy mind, where he bought his first Spider-Man comic.
Nice.
Like,
Oh,
proper
that's
one.
what you're asking.
That's what I was
about,
asking, because he
Spider-Man.
bought one. Obviously, there's the super child friendly one. That's also the cartoons, like the Amazing Spider-Man, I think it is. But he bought something else. It was like
variant of the Amazing
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
the one he bought is like Superior Spider-Man or something like that. But he just went nuts. He was obviously like the upstairs, all the stuff. He was amazed by that. He's like, I want that, I want that, I want that, and that for my birthday, for Christmas, birthday. I'm the same. But then I was like,
I want that for Christmas birthday.
yeah, exactly. If I had the money. But then I was like, oh, this isn't all of it either. Let's go downstairs. He's like, what's downstairs? And we went down. Of course, the whole downstairs is comics and manga and art books and just graphic novels galore. At which point he was just like, and just went. Like he could have left the shop. He could have been kidnapped. I had no idea. He just disappeared. I was like, right, well, fine. He'll come back when he's hungry. And I went and bought some other bits. And I bought a couple of the Attack on Titan books, starting at number 8, which is where this TV series ends, because I want to continue it.
Something.
So I bought 8 up to 13, or 8 to 12. I think 13's about to come out, or 14's about to come out, whichever it was. But yeah, so I bought those. So I've been reading those. And now I want the next series.
I really want the next series. I haven't read any of the manga. I haven't even caught up on Naruto recently.
I'm completely up to date. Not manga-wise, but anime, I'm up to date on Naruto. And that's getting pretty intense. It's
Jake,
good.
is there anything else you want to talk about from your last week of your life?
Finished college.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Had my art show today, which I completely forgot about. Turned up there and I was like, cool, my artwork's there, sweet. And then I left. But no, it was okay. The thing that kind of annoyed me a little bit was my artwork that I pretty much spent the last God knows how long trying to do. I had like 6 or 7 images on the computer, and they put it on a computer because they didn't have enough computers for everyone to have their own computer displaying their work. So I was in the middle of a slideshow with like 15, 16 other people. So when you saw my work, you saw it for about 6 seconds, and then it was gone. And then you had to wait a minute before you could see it again for like 6 seconds, which kind of pissed me off a little bit because I'm like, well, it's not really displaying my work.
It's just kind of
Yeah, there's this too.
slide showing your
And I
work.
was just like, that's kind of pissed because there was other people that had like whole areas just dedicated to them. And I was like, I understand mine's images and stuff, and it ain't got enough computers and that, but you should have told me that, and then I would have printed them off and
Did
hanged
actually
them
done,
and
yeah,
stuff.
rather than, and also Jake's
Because I said to him, I was like, am I going to have my own computer, like, just playing through all my images and a little written bit there on my stuff? And he was like, yeah. And then I got there and it wasn't like that at all. So that kind of pissed me off.
Jake also did some work, but nobody cares.
Yeah. Other than that, it's okay. Said bye to everyone. It was so funny. There was another guy. He was on my course and he's like the most dickish butthole guy you ever meet. And he just doesn't care and he's just a mug. And he's now a dad and he's just still a mug.
Yay!
But he...
They're
For his
multiplying.
final major projects, that's the thing you do for like 8-9 weeks of solid, like heavy work. And he downloaded an image, a 3D image of like a bone charm from Dishonored, paid someone else to 3D print it, and put it in the exhibition. That was his artwork.
Hard work.
He downloaded someone else's work, and then paid like
Someone else
£4 to make it 3D, and he just put it on a piece of table. And then this thing made me laugh. He came in and he was like, "Where's my work? Where's my work?" And then Simon went, "It's not here." He went, "It's not in the show." And he went, "What the fuck not?" And he was like, "Because it's shit."
Yeah.
He's not. He went, I'm not your teacher now, so I can say it's shit, and it's not up to snuff. It shouldn't be in the show. You didn't try. You don't care, so I don't care. And he was just like, "Boom, what?" And just left. And I was just like, but I hate him anyway. He's just disgusting.
Sounds like a bit of a willy.
He's mug. Other than that, playing more Fallout because I've had a week off work, so playing a lot of Fallout.
Yeah.
Like when I'm at home, just Fallout, and that's it really.
Awesome. I haven't really done it. I started Xbox Fitness,
Woohoo!
and it's pretty good. It's pretty
Do you
good.
feel fit?
I feel better.
I don't know. Do these cheekbones lie?
I sweated quite a bit, but I've done it two sessions now, but like quite a few days in between them.
That was my problem with the UFC trainer I got for the Kinect. I was like, yeah, this is awesome. I do it 2 days. And I'm like, yeah, I'll take a month off.
No, the reason that it was is because Liz has been off from work all week, so I didn't want to do it in front of her.
So you had to put up with her instead. Bloody women.
Yeah, so I just didn't want to do it in front of her. It was an embarrassment issue rather than a laziness issue. But yeah, next week I'm going to do it like every day. But I'm going to start doing like YouTube diary clips after it and kind of reviewing like
and I'm
just
I'm
trying
using this.
just trying to. It's one way of making sure I carry on doing it, and
Like Coral
and
and
also
Penny.
it'll also just keep track of how I'm doing. And I recorded one after the first session I did.
Have you taken your
But-
naked photo? You have to take a naked photo when you start working out.
No, I
Naked?
didn't.
Does it
I
change
did
your
show
penis?
on the video.
Yes.
On the video, I showed my belly. I was like, right, this is my
But-
belly.
The man in the alleyway told me if I wanted to work out, I had to take a naked photo. I never did get a copy of it.
Yeah, I'm. So I'm not going to release that video because I'm just going to start because I didn't really know what to say properly. So I'm going to do a video before I start working out, like do like a minute and then do like 2-3 minutes afterwards. But yeah, when I did it, I was like drenched in sweat. Like
If you do that, don't put WWE wrestler theme songs over it because they try and do you for copyright over YouTube.
yeah, would have you put any music?
Yeah, I
Copyright
didn't think that far ahead. I didn't monetize it.
Fool.
Just do your own song.
You can just use YouTube's music, or you could just go on like Free Music Archive.
I didn't think at the time.
That's where I got my
At the
music
time,
from.
part of the reason I was doing YouTube.
music. Is that a song that was on all the videos like, years ago? That like ravey one.
I don't know. There's quite a lot of
video.
They've got more now, yeah.
there's quite a lot of YouTube musics you can pick from when you
It's like
upload a
royalty
video.
free
There's,
music
like-
so that you can just
Yeah.
put it in as
Uh,
intros, outros to fill in your music that you've
Yeah.
had to
Check it
remove.
all about tros.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens if you use like a lot of the Free Music Archive stuff, but like ours is from Free Music Archive website, and we've had videos with it, and nothing's been said. So I imagine it's fine.
That's right. My oh yeah. Saying that with the YouTube videos. Do you watch mine yet?
No.
Well, you're unboxing.
Oh,
one.
you're unboxing
Yeah, I
one.
watched it.
I loaded it up and then I think I forgot.
You Willie, watch it right now
No.
Watch
Wasn't
it.
Recording.
Watch
Why?
it.
Why?
because it's hilarious.
I watched
Oh.
it.
Yeah, you did. It's
Was
only
it-
like
was
8.5
it
minutes.
hilarious?
Pretty funny.
8.5
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah.
I don't have that much time in my life.
You don't do anything else.
Uh,
I'm too busy.
You're too busy. Yeah. You can watch it. I'm not leaving here until you've watched that video.
I'm not leaving here until
I haven't watched
you
it.
pay for our website.
I can't afford to leave the website.
Our website's down at the moment because I don't have any money.
I tried to go to it and it's like, oh, this website doesn't exist. I was like, oh, well, shit. What happened there?
And also, yeah, and we can't add anything to SoundCloud because our SoundCloud's down.
And why are you, where are you uploading these?
I haven't uploaded last week's one because our SoundCloud's down.
iTunes, though.
I uploaded. No, I have to upload it to SoundCloud and then iTunes takes it.
I thought you could upload directly to iTunes.
No,
So no one's heard the last week's podcast.
Thank God for that. It was terrible.
they've heard it from today onwards since the video's gone up.
This is YouTube it.
But yeah, I couldn't put it
Still
on
eating chips.
SoundCloud. So we're
Next, they're
see.
going to make you pay for YouTube.
No.
Yeah, the music
No.
He
subscription
just
thing.
like shuts down. No.
Then you'll be doomed. Get a job, Carl.
You should make it so it's a paid subscription.
Yeah, because
Yeah, that worked a treat.
Because people will
Wouldn't it be amazing if you did that and then you get like billions of people?
That's what we need, Carl. We need a Kickstarter.
happened?
They're like, oh, obviously this is a professional one because they're charging.
And then by that point, they've already paid for it, so they're just going to carry on paying.
Yeah,
It's too late then. We need a Kickstarter, Carl. Do that.
yeah, but no one knows us, so they're not going to put money.
Shut
to
up.
it.
I'm sure both our fans will
We
put
need
some
a
money towards it.
kickstand. Oh.
We do.
Right, so we should talk about stuff. So
What have we been doing?
the big news. I say big news, fairly big news that's
news.
come out
Fucking
today
tired and hungry.
is that YouTube are now offering 60 frames per second support for their videos.
60.
So basically, it makes game videos good
Gooder.
for games that are in 60 FPS.
Gooder.
The thing is, YouTube,
Better
because
rubber.
most games are at least in like 30 FPS, and YouTube didn't even hold up 30 anyway. It went up to like
29.
24, I think.
See, I still haven't.
24 or maybe 29 actually, because 29 is a form.
I haven't uploaded any of my gaming videos yet. I've been making it. I've been doing a. It's terrible. This game is just as bad as everyone said it was. I've been doing let's plays in 10 to 15 minute chunks of Lost Planet
Yeah.
because everyone said it's
First one.
the first one. The game everyone said is the worst game of all time.
Oh, I completed that game and I well enjoyed it.
Well, there we are.
It's that
Well, that's the
bad.
thing.
Two Worlds 1 is one of
I've
the
played.
worst games
Well,
of all
yeah,
time.
I've played Dead Space.
Kira.
Dead Space 1 and 2. I've played, And
Oh,
I've
they're
heard
awesome.
that Dead Space started out awesome and gradually got shit, whereas Lost Planet started shit and then wound up being awesome. So I've playing that base. I got them both for £1. Lost Planet 1 and 2 for £1 from Game Store. So I
How's
bought
number
both
two?
of them.
Yeah, you haven't played number 2 yet.
I haven't got that far yet. No.
Apparently number 2 is pretty good.
Yeah, well, apparently the third one's amazing. I played the demo of the third one at Eurogamer 2 years back, and it was pretty sweet. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting to that. But I've been playing video recording of my Lost Planet game, but I don't know what the rules are as to how you can upload one and get away with it without being done for copyright.
You just upload it. It's fine.
Okay,
What, really? What, if you're doing games? and
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah.
because obviously the copyright. I assume you can't monetize
No, you
game
can.
videos.
Yeah, you can.
Can you really?
No, I thought
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, there
I
was.
thought if you're earning money on it, they take quite a big chunk of your money.
No, there's some issue that like Nintendo don't like it and they take your money, and sometimes some game companies flip out about it, but very rarely. Most companies are fine with it. It's
I suppose it's exposure for the game, isn't it?
yeah, like good or bad, whatever. But yeah, it's mostly
A lot of people
fine.
don't play any games unless PewDiePie paid it. So I hate him so much.
Do you know how much money he's got?
Yeah, he earns like something stupid like 1.8 million a month. I heard.
Well, yeah, I think the end of last year he had earned 1.5 billion. I think
Yeah,
it's insane. It's insane just for
he lives in
advertising.
Brighton. Let's go beat him up.
Does he?
Yeah, he does now.
Fucking knob.
He's a bellend. He's so painful.
Yeah, but so yeah, there's 60 frames per second. There's only a few videos that are up on YouTube at the moment, but YouTube actually have a channel that they've set up for it.
Oh, we can
And
watch them.
currently they've got
30 frames a second.
60 frames per
That's
second.
what I
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
That's what I said.
So they got a Titanfall video that's uploaded by Ghost Robo, which is just a guy. They've got Video Game High School Season 2 trailer.
Still haven't watched that.
Pretty good. And
Don't know what it is.
Battlefield Hardline. Video Game High School is a
It's on Netflix.
web show. Yeah, it's on Netflix now. It's a web show that basically it's about a high school that's all about video games. It's in like the near future where like the whole world plays video games and a massive thing.
I just started watching Sons of Anarchy. It's
Oh,
pretty good.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've been told that's pretty goddamn good. It's got Hellboy in it though.
It does
What
indeed.
never
Ron
changes.
Perlman. Legend.
You know what I watched actually, like a web series, Fallout 1, Nuka Break.
Yeah, I
It's
haven't
fucking
actually watched
awesome.
it. I haven't actually
It's
watched
so
it. I've heard
fucking
of that.
good. Season 1, obviously they want to do season 2, but they're trying to get funding for it.
Yeah.
But it's actually like so professional, like, real actors, not just a bunch of kids that love it. It's like real professional actors.
Yeah.
Props are like amazing. You can tell like the first episodes are a lot worse than it gets better and better. Obviously, special effects
As
and
the
budget.
money comes up, yeah.
But oh my god, I tell you, it's probably the best thing other than Fallout. Like links to Fallout that you could actually do other than playing Fallout. Like
Yeah.
it's done so well. Like the props are like amazing. The special effects are pretty good. There's like a ghoul in it. There's like a Volt suit. He's got like a laser rifle, Nuka-Cola. Like it's all done so well, and it's all shot in the
Yeah.
desert with real actors.
Yeah, I've seen like clips of it, I think, but yeah, I haven't actually. I should get around to actually watching
Super
it. I've
Mutant's
heard it's
pretty
really
cool
good.
as well.
Bethesda are really good with it. They
They
really
advertise
support it.
quite
Yeah.
well. Yeah. It's so good, and I saw a trailer for season 2 where it's like they're saying we want to do season 2 and add the actor who plays one of the Rangers, because it's based in New Vegas,
Yeah.
and it's one of the actors that play the Rangers. He was there, and his outfit. He's gone to Comic-Con. You've probably seen it. The one that looks amazing, like he looks like a Ranger, and him. And there's the big dude. You must see it. The big guy who was dressed in the Brotherhood of Steel stuff with the cloak, and he had the big hammer, and he has like the like speed signs attached to him and stuff. He's
Yeah.
a famous cosplayer. Well, he's in it
Yeah.
because his outfit's so good. He
awesome.
he got a part in it, and he's like a Brotherhood of Steel guy.
Oh,
It's
cool.
it's really good. You should probably watch it.
I saw it ages ago. This was like back just when Fallout 3 was coming out. You know, LARPing, live action role playing, where people
It's awesome.
dress as like wizards and
Did you
elves.
watch Role Models?
Yeah.
It's
That,
that.
yeah.
It's that. And yeah, and there was a Fallout LARPing game.
I would so do that.
Yeah, and I saw there was like loads of people in like Brotherhood, like
I would
power
so do
armor
that
and stuff.
If I had
that
the
saw.
money, if I was a millionaire, I would probably spend my life just doing crazy shit like that.
You're damn right you would.
No, you just, I was like, Jonah said to me, Sharon, if you were a millionaire, would you still play video games? Yes, probably more so.
On an even bigger telly.
Yeah, I have a massive TV. I have pizza on demand, speed dial. You know what I mean? And just, I'll go, in my week, I go, oh man, I got to play games for about 4 days a week. And then the other ones, I can go to the moon. You know what I mean? It's like, you spend the other 2 days to do awesome shit. And then those other days, you just do what you want to get fat. And then get sucked out of you.
I would, if I was a millionaire, I'd just be doing exactly this, but
In this, but look nicer.
Yeah, and we would have a lot nicer gear and
bigger house.
Yeah, and I would just try and actually do what I want to do.
And then you
which
could
is this
employ a
kind of stuff.
cameraman to follow us around.
Yeah, exactly. And I could hire a cameraman to actually film us while we were recording, rather than just having a stationary camera. We could actually have
We could have makeup people as well.
yeah. I
And
actually
you can have like 4 editors and special effects guys.
Noah's girlfriend Jenny. She actually
Saw her today.
studied like theatrical makeup.
Hi, Jenny.
And when we were doing the videos before, we had talked about getting her to do makeup for us. But our cameras aren't exactly high enough res for it to really matter anyway. But what?
Waving to the camera.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
You referenced it. I waved to it.
talking about
Waving to cameras.
appearing better than you are, Octodad has new DLC.
Yay!
Never played it, but I did watch a Let's Play of it.
I've got it, and I did some Twitch streaming of it and stuff. And
We played it at Eurogamer.
yeah, it's amazing.
It's
I
awesome.
fucking love the game.
I watched your Twitch.
You watched my Twitch?
I watched
yes.
eventually, I watched your Twitch.
Yeah, I had some issues with it, but
After like an entire day of failing.
I haven't
Yeah.
played, like I said, I watched the Let's Play. It seemed a bit weird for me. I mean,
It is very
but
weird.
It
Very.
seemed just a bit weird for
the
me.
thing is, I
fun.
want to do some like Let's Plays or a Twitch video or stream or something with maybe having like a few people here and like playing it with people around and just getting really drunk and playing it because it's something and like doing stuff like that and just make a night of it. Do that, do Goat Simulator and stuff, and just get really drunk. 'Cause I think at one point I was playing that and Liz was playing Goat Simulator, and it was like just the most bizarre
I have that
experience,
now.
like next to each other. Yeah, I saw. You said.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
Stupid.
it is really, really good.
I have been playing some PC games. I've been playing Fallout 1 and 2 on my
Ooh.
laptop.
You know what PC game you should play? Oh, sorry, I should announce the name of this. It's Octodad Shorts, and the picture is Octodad in his suit, but with shorts on, which is amazing. And it was
Essentially
it was announced with a instructional cake baking video.
So cool.
I robbed a
And-
mouse from college so I could play Fallout on my laptop properly.
And these are the bullet points of what you can expect from the DLC. Over 40 new objectives, over 20 breakable plates, over 0 unconscious ragdolls, under 4 new songs, an unspecified amount
Under
of
4 new
Yeah.
songs, that can just be free.
an unspecified amount of new octopus sounds, probably a pizza, 0 stealth missions.
Yay!
That's the best description I've ever heard.
Isn't it? That sounds
Yeah.
incredible.
I want to
There's
see...
there was a recently because Goat Simulator got a free update. There was the like patch notes, and it was fucking. I'm not going to go through them. I can't find them, but I can't be bothered to find them. But you should look it up. It's fucking hilarious because it's just like the guy just talking shit. He like says actual patch notes, and he just starts making stuff up. And then like is like, yeah, that's not actually in it and stuff like this. And then it's just like, don't you hate really long patch notes as one of like the bullet points and stuff like that. It's fucking hilarious. It's so strange. But yeah, if you want to get into playing PC games, there is one PC game you should look out for, and that is
Oh, fucking.
Rock Simulator 2014.
It's just a picture. It's just a rock.
It's a
on
rock.
some grass.
Yeah. And this is
Not even the rock. It's just a rock.
so yeah, it's being made by Strange Panther Games.
I wonder why they're called that.
Let's see. The entire game was
Specifically.
specifically designed in order to appeal to genuine rock enthusiasts. where one will be able to see rocks across a range of environments, where these will include the likes of grassy plains, mountains. As you roll your way down the hills, certainly won't be gathering moss in this case. You'll have to fight the wind and hide in high definition glory to boot. Right now, Strange Panther Games have come up with a donation campaign for this title, and it will be free-to-play title when it arrives on PC platforms later this year.
So you literally throw a rock down a hill.
No, you are a rock.
Yeah, you're a rock rolling down.
You play as the rock.
How can you move yourself?
Because you're an inanimate object.
You can't move.
And this one can. I knew as soon as I saw the joke.
Simulation isn't very accurate then.
There's also Bear Simulator coming out, but Bear Simulator seems a bit more actual bear simulatory. It's a bear.
Like polar bears.
It's a bear in the woods, and you're actually like first person bear, and you can go hunting for fish and stuff. And it's actually like being a bear.
Play as a bear in 25 different bear scenarios.
It's actually like an actual proper bear simulator, it seems. And then it's like at the end of the video, they're like, and there'll be mysteries to uncover, and then like a minotaur runs at you, and then the video, it's like silhouetted, and then the video ends, and you're like, what the fuck? But you can get your cave and like have your cave as your home.
As soon as they made like the joke thing for Goat Simulator, I was like, right, okay, this is gonna you've opened the fucking floodgates now. I hope you're happy with what you've done, and sure enough, Rock Simulator.
It's got better graphics than Goat Simulator by the looks of it.
I'm not buying Rock Simulator unless it's in 1080 60. Otherwise, it's just not worth it.
Oh, you need the 60 frames per second for the rock.
For the rock.
At least you can watch it on YouTube now.
Yeah. Of course, other people play a rock run down a fucking hill.
In 60 FPS.
Good sweet lord.
I hadn't heard of this personally, but there's been there with the recent Ubisoft controversy about Assassin's Creed 4 not having a female assassin in it, even though it just turns out that all the assassins are the clone of the main one, which is shit. People were claiming, I still really want to play the 4-player and stuff, but yeah,
being picky.
This was actually before the Far Cry 4 trailer came out at E3, but people were claiming that Far Cry 4 was racist because it looked like it had a guy that looked white with his hand on top of a clearly like Filipino guy holding a grenade, looking sad, and people were saying that somehow that was racist. I'm not even sure how that was racist anyway.
Because he's a white man and he's got a white man for a slave
on a seat.
Yeah,
that's not allowed.
It was a white man who's got some hostage or something. Yeah, obviously that's bad. But also what people didn't realise was that he's not white and that he's also Asian himself.
He's actually Asian.
So it's actually an Asian man with another Asian man.
Yeah.
That racist
They're
bastards.
both, and I believe
now it's like, no, it's okay. It's just inhumane.
Yeah, I say Filipino. Sorry, I think they're like Tibetan because it's in the Himalayas and that's on the edge of Tibet. So yeah, I guess they're Tibetan rather than Filipino. So I don't want to be racist by mixing them up.
You probably are. I mean, you're white and you're sitting on a chair. So.
Yeah.
Free Tibets. I'll take it.
Oh no.
That's right, China.
Tibet
I've got something you want.
But yeah, that's ridiculous. The I was in support of the women assassins in Assassin's Creed movement until they were like, yeah, they're just clones of the main character, and I was like, oh,
you're like, oh.
Well, I would have preferred just 4 male assassins.
I'll stick to female assassin cosplayers personally, because yeah, especially with the thigh high boots, but the very short thingies, tabard type
clothes.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the actual term for them, but yeah.
Yes,
there's been some very good female cosplayers. What?
I saw a Silent Hill cosplayer when I was at Comic-Con, and I was like, you're really scary, but you're also pretty hot. I mean, is that a thing?
Was it the nurse one?
Yeah.
There was
was it like a pyramid head, and you're like, you're pretty hot?
Kind of scary, but you're pretty hot. Just massive pecs, just like really big arms, like with scars, just a big pyramid head. I'm just like.
When we were at Eurogamer last year.
Were we?
We were.
Oh. Okay.
I said when. When we were at Eurogamer last year. I stumbled across a female gear. Got very excited.
Just a literal gear.
Yeah.
Just a big cog
gear with boobs. I queued up for 10. He was playing Reese, Son of Rome, or queuing up to play Reese, Son of Rome. I queued up for almost 15 minutes
Risey.
for Zoo Tycoon just because
yeah.
the girl in the gear costume was already in the queue, and I just wanted to grab her so I could take a photo. So I queued up for 15 minutes for the Zoo Tycoon queue, just so that when she came out of the booth, I could grab her and take a photo. And I did.
Was it nice?
It was.
Did
I'm
she
a sad and lonely
Did
child.
she smell good?
It was quite funny actually because she obviously had her boyfriend with her.
Oh,
So I asked her for a photo, and like I was like, "Oh, for God's sake!" She's like, "What? It's what I'm here for." I was like, "Yeah, it is." It was good. It looked good. It was a good costume.
You shouldn't dress up and then be mad if people want to take
Exactly.
photos of you.
What's the
Yeah.
point of dressing up?
I mean,
Yeah,
I
you
had loads
can't
of people take
complain.
photos of me, and I felt amazing.
Well, the boyfriend
I
wasn't.
was like, I am your god now.
The boyfriend wasn't dressed up. I mean, when I went to.
Why aren't you wearing socks?
They're all dirty. When I went to MCM, your washing machine is shit. I went to MCM Expo again last year, year before, whatever the hell it was. And
That just sounds like you bring your clothes around my house.
I do. You were asleep at the time, but Liz lets me in. And yeah, we took a Charlie with us, and she dressed up as, I forget what the other thing was. She dressed up as Psylocke was one, and
I don't know what that is.
it's X-Men.
I thought you'd know what it is.
Psylocke?
Psylocke. It's the next woman.
X-Woman.
Which one?
Psylocke.
I don't know who
Yeah.
she is.
Well, she just was her, and then I can't remember, for the life of me think what she dressed up on the other day. But yeah, because the three of us were walking around MCM, we got stopped every 5 minutes because people wanted to take photos of
Is
us.
she hot?
Charlie,
Yeah.
I think
That
so.
might have helped.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now
You know.
silly.
Yeah.
That one. So yeah, she got stopped a lot for photos. So I hope next time we go to one, I'm going to attempt to dress up as something at least. Because I felt silly after I was walking around and like now I feel like as daft as it sounds, like I feel really underdressed. I wish I'd dressed up because so many people have so many awesome costumes.
It's so great.
I'm like, oh.
When I went, obviously I went as Rick, and a girl came up to me, and she was dressed as some like anime character, and she was really hot, and she was like, "Oh my fucking god, you're fucking Rick Grimes." I was like, "Yeah," and she was just like, "Can you do any impressions?" And I was just like, "Is that what you think I am? Some sort of impressionist?" And she was just like, "Oh my fucking god!" And she like ran up to me, and she like wanted loads of photos, and then like after she took like photos of me, like her and her friends, I felt amazing. I was just like, "Can I take a photo of you?" And she's like, "Really?" I'm just like, "Yeah."
Obviously.
I don't even know what you. She's like, "Oh yeah, do you know who I am?" Just some
Yes,
anime
I-
character.
You should have done an impression of Rick Grimes of when he's not speaking.
I'll just go.
So- yeah.
You should have taken him. So when they say, "Can you do an impression?" you could have gone, "Carl."
Stand back.
Exactly. What? It's funny. Shut up. I don't even watch that show.
We need to give you my cowboy hat. I mean,
We should-
You look quite young, so maybe you should.
You could be the baby. We should go to something and all dress up.
Noah wants me to go with him to MCM at the end of this year, and I don't know who this girl is, but he was talking to someone on Twitter. And he wanted the three of us to go as Team 8 from Naruto. So her, Hinata, him, Kibo, and me is Shino. And I was like, Shino's lame.
Yeah.
But
But you have a Naruto costume that you probably can't fit in anymore.
no, I can't. But I'm also too tall for it as well.
Oh yeah, that's the reason.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm saying as well. As well as that I can't fit in it width-wise.
We have to buy it, go on.
And my slippers are fucked.
I was thinking
Remember I
actually,
destroyed them on my
Yeah,
21st
you did.
birthday.
I feel like I should be dressing Offspring up because he's a ninja and has spiky blonde hair. He could totally pull that look off.
Yeah,
I need to buy him
get the original.
the orange jumpsuit.
Yeah,
I should
the
get him
older
one.
one. Yeah.
And then I could be Kakashi and trade him.
Oh, Street Fighter's free
Yeah.
on Xbox.
Ooh, it is.
Street
Yes, it still is.
Super something 4.
Yes.
I was
I
going to
got
go
that.
into the Games of Gold.
You know
But
what the
yeah,
actions
Street.
are?
Sorry?
From Imposters or something.
All right, cutting into my
Sorry.
my bit.
I mean, do you know?
Well, yeah, yeah. Street Fighter is Games of Gold until a few days,
The next
just for a
Games of Gold.
few more days.
No, there was an arcade one where you're like a bunch of kids beating up students.
But-
It was there
Yeah.
was a couple, but they were yeah.
yeah,
They do like one proper game and then one.
yeah, it was Charlie Murder.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
but
it's
I
Charlie
downloaded
Murder.
it. I
It
was just
is.
like, why not? It's free.
Yeah.
I've only got 30 gig left on my Xbox.
Mate, I got
Don't
an
wanna do.
Xbox.
I've nearly used a terabyte hard drive up on my PC. I've got 70 gig left, which It's still a fair bit. Like,
Well, if you think that, we used to have 16 megabyte memory cards for our PS2s.
yeah,
But, oh man, I've only got this many gigs left. Man, that's terrible.
See, that's why I think because I upgraded from 120 gig to a 200,
What, Xbox or
250.
250? Yeah, that's what.
250.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 250 now, so I upgraded from 120 to 250. But obviously, I downloaded everything on my 120, so I was like, I've still got like 100 and something gig left, and it's like for me that's a lot. And I mean, and I've got a massive
That's
game.
plenty, yeah.
I'm just like, but I know for a fact I am gonna probably flesh that out in the next year.
That was what was really funny when Gears 3 came out. Sadly, it couldn't. So sadly, couldn't afford it myself.
What I got you.
Present. But yeah, when it came out, I bought the the limited edition. Both t'other half Sarah and her wife Charlie, same Charlie Sarlock, they both got the Gears Xboxes,
Nice.
which they're amazing. It's a beautiful thing.
You turn it on, it like does this chainsaw
It goes the
noise.
noise, and it makes different.
Oh yeah. The controllers do chainsaw noises.
It did different things make different sounds. It's amazing. But it made my brother really angry because he is a massive game nut and spends basically all his time gaming, or at least did at the time. Did nothing other than just a waste of space playing games all day long. And he only had he got an Xbox Elite.
That's what I had.
Yeah. So he's not that big of a
Still
hard
a great
drive.
console.
Oh no, but it's like hard drive wise, like memory wise.
Yeah.
And then there's these two girls, right, for starters.
Who've got their
And
250 gig hard drives.
Because the Gears Xbox was 320.
Oh, was it? That's cool.
They wouldn't dent that in a million years. They still haven't dented that. They barely play Xbox at all, ever. And the fact that they got this fancy Xbox with the memory of 320 gig, and he's there stuck with this crappy Elite, he was absolutely livid. And we laughed at him for it because...
See, that's funny because when I got I got an Elite when it first came out, it was 2008.
Yeah,
that's when I got it, and I was like 120 gig for 2008. That was a lot. I was like,
that's a big deal.
That's a lot, and especially for someone that didn't have online. I'm like, that's pretty much infinite memory.
Yeah,
because that's just saved data, no DLC, no nothing. That's just saved games. And when I got online, I realized that you cut into it really quickly because you're downloading games and downloading add-ons,
updates, bits and pieces. Yeah,
especially for Battlefield. Battlefield Online came up to 19 gig in total.
Jesus Christ!
And that was for DLCs and updates.
That's a big ass game.
19 gig for all of it, and I was just like, that's a lot of stuff. And but yeah, and I now that I've like put it all on there, I've still got like 100 gig, and I'm just like, that's great. I'm so happy with that. Like, but you can cut the fat, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
when you trim all the shit you don't really need.
I've been doing that now that I've only got 30 gig left on my Xbox mainly because of all these games with gold. I don't even play most of them, but I download them because they're there.
Yeah, and you keep them anyway. I mean, there's some games you don't want, like some games you wouldn't play, but
Skate, for example.
Yeah.
I deleted my save for Skate because I'm never going to play that again in a million years. I got rid of all my apps as well because obviously when they released them, when they changed the Xbox to look like
I got rid of all
Microsoft
my apps.
8.
I don't use them. I don't see the point.
I downloaded all of them at the time, but I've just gone through and now I've got like Netflix, Love Film, or whatever it's called now, Amazon Prime, and that's basically it because I don't use anything. I don't need Facebook and Twitter on my Xbox.
No. I got a phone for that or a laptop for that.
Exactly, and just all the other bits and pieces. I mean, I've got Twitch on there, but unfortunately with the 360 you can't use it to stream, whereas obviously you can with the new ones. But I've got that, so sometimes if I'm doing stuff, I'll put Twitch on about one of the channels that I follow is playing. I'll put it on my TV so I can go about my daily antics, but still be watching that, and it's on the big screen rather than being on my laptop. So I'll use that, but other than that, I don't use any of the apps on the Xbox. So
see, I'm actually
chucked them all.
I'm actually going to invest in a half decent gaming PC just because I want to get like not a really good one, but one that's good enough to support not the really new games, but older games.
Yeah,
like Fallout and things like that. Because I really want to get Fallout. I was thinking I can get a PC for 400, which is pretty good, and it's got enough to play Fallout like max. It's got quite a big memory on it.
Yeah,
and that's that'll last me. And I was looking at it because I want to get Fallout, Skyrim, all the Elder Scrolls.
I was going to say, do you do all the Elder Scrolls games as well? Yeah,
mod them, or like get mods in because obviously for me, I prefer them on console because that's like when I play them and get achievements and things like that. Yeah. But I do want to mod them and I want to play these mods and see these mods, and it'll be easier to like record videos and things like that. So I do want to invest in a PC.
Just to get it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting one. I'm selling my base as well, so hopefully I can
Stop at the base.
pay for a PC with the money from my base since I don't play it anymore. Yeah, so but yeah, I really want a decent PC.
I play Daisy as well.
Daisy.
I was speaking to my friend and he just bought a new graphics card for his PC. And I was just like, how much was your graphic card? And he's just like, 120. I was just like, why?
Yeah,
That's just for one component to your computer.
yeah.
Man.
That
That's
is
like
a pretty important one when you're playing games.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, but even
it's like,
so.
But like, and he said that he's got to overhaul his computer because it's like 4 years old now. Like all the stuff and tech he's got in it is about 4 years old, and he wants to overhaul it for the new games and that. And he loves playing things on the max settings. So I was like, how much are you going to invest? How much have you invested in your computer? And he said over $3,000 in total on this computer. And I went, well, how much have you got to invest to get it up to what you want to get now within the next year? Probably about $1,000. And I'm like, what's the point on spending $4,000 in the span of what 7 years, 6 years?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Just
And he's just like, because it's PC Master Race, best graphics, best everything, for the best gaming experience. Pay the money on, yeah, but I can't afford $4,000.
Jojo's just got a new computer last year, like end of last year, this year sometime, and he's paid $1,000 for it as well. So,
But I mean, I understand, I respect it. Like, okay, PC gaming is always going to be better because you can have it on the max settings.
yeah.
But not a lot of people can't. They don't have a PC to do
Don't
that.
afford that, yeah.
So I love it that they're like, oh, PC Master Race graphics are so much better. When they got a PC, they can't even run it on those graphics.
yeah,
And they're writing that. And it's
Yeah.
like, no, shut up. You know what I mean? What are you doing? Like you can only say that if your PC can run that.
Yeah.
If your PC can't run that, you can't say that.
I'd like to be able to afford it,
got.
but
Yeah, if I had the money, like I said, if I was a millionaire, I'd have an amazing PC and upgrade it all the time. Just throw money at it.
only
Yeah,
PC
but,
games I've got are Blizzard games, so
yeah. I still prefer the console experience. I think though,
yeah.
but I would have a really good PC. But that would only be, as you said before, it'd just be for modern games, which could be coming to Xbox One and
Right.
PS4 at some
Well,
point
see,
anyway.
I really respect it when you see games like I said, like Fallout on PC. That's an old game now, and like they have mods for it, and obviously the highest settings on it, and they have it like running really high and running looks great, and they've modded it on it. It looks amazing. Like you look at it now, and you're like, that could pass for a game that comes out now, and that's running on an engine that's almost 10 years old, and it's like that looks amazing, and it's like I really love that idea of that's what I see PC as. It's
Yeah.
like but when I look at PC games, that's what I think. I think that's just
Now, see, there's different kinds. I wouldn't want to play the kind of games I play on my Xbox. I wouldn't want to play them on PC. For PC, I've got my Mummopuggers. I've got real-time strategy games. I prefer things like that on the PC. First-person shooters, bits like that. I'd much rather play on.
Yeah,
console, like-
people say that mouse and keyboard's better for first
Well,
person
they say-
shooter,
they
but
say it's more accurate,
yeah,
apparently.
but I still
but
prefer,
not for me. I can't use a mouse and keyboard to shoot to save my life.
Yeah.
I was shit at Counter-Strike on PC. I'm shit at Call of Duty on console, so
Yeah.
it doesn't make any difference to me.
I just prefer playing with a controller than a mouse and keyboard.
For that kind of thing. For
whether
first-person
that
shooters,
makes
it's
me
much-
a worse
But
gamer.
even when I
fuck 'em.
played PC before, I always play a controller.
Yeah.
I mean, on certain games, obviously on shooters and things like that, and like Minecraft, I prefer using a controller than a mouse and keyboard.
Again, yeah, like
That's
even Minecraft, which started as a PC game. I've played the PC version because Kenny used to have it. I'm just used to the Xbox version. I'd prefer that because who recently found out, not only can you get Minecraft on your Xbox, but it's also available on PC. Obviously, yeah. So now that he wants me to get it for my laptop, I was like, I've already paid however much it was to get it on the Xbox. I'm not then
And
going to pay.
they've released like all the updates for free for it as well, and it's like really updated now. Like,
Yeah.
all the things on
It's
it.
like I'm not then going to pay however much it is. I know it's not a lot of money. I think it's only like 10-15 quid if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, for all the updates and everything
Yeah.
as well.
But it's like you have it on the Xbox. You don't need it on my laptop. No,
No,
you know, even when I get my
I had a
PC
similar
sorted,
thing
I'm
with my
not.
little sister. Like my little sister, she loves Minecraft like with a passion, and I got it for her on her Xbox. Like I put it on there because I put my internet thing in there, file transferred my profile on there, file transferred my version of it to get it on there. You know what I mean? Just so I could get it
Yeah.
on there so she could shut up pretty much.
So
'Cause
it's
she
actually
always
gonna-
comes in my room like, can I play Minecraft? Blah. And I'm like, okay, cool, there you go. And then she came up to me like a few months ago and she was just like, yeah, there's updates for it and I don't have them. And I was like, yeah, but you got Minecraft and it works and it's great and you've been playing it for ages. So, yeah, but there's Minecraft with there's updates for better biomes and better characters and
Skin
this-
packs.
This, yeah, and
Themes.
she wants all this stuff, and I was like, but that costs money to get the skin packs. All the other stuff it's in the update, and I can't do it unless I do another file transfer, and I'm not going to do that because I want to keep it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, it's my file transfer. And she's just like, she just doesn't get it, and she got really angry. She's like really angry, and I'm just like, but I got you
Kids
for-
today.
I got you Minecraft for free,
Yeah, it's right there. Shut up and play it. No, it just.
and now she doesn't even play it. Like I say to her, like she always used to hassle me, and now I'm like, she's like, I'm so bored, and I go, you got a fucking iPad, you got this, you got that. Why don't you play Minecraft? It's boring. It's like,
It's old news. All the trouble I went to. Yeah.
Well, what she could do if she doesn't have money and needs to play a game
Oh no, a segue.
is get the games of gold for this month.
she ain't got the internet.
So, whatever. No
No,
matter.
she hasn't got Xbox
It
Live.
was worth it for the segue.
That's what the child keeps asking me as well. What do I get on Xbox Live? And he doesn't.
Because you're
You're 8, you don't play Xbox Live. Well, I mean, you could be playing Call of Duty, but all the other 8-year-olds.
Well, come once you get an Xbox One anyway, as I said before, one gold account activates all
Yeah.
accounts for gold. So
He just plays mine anyway, so I don't know what he's whinging about. He's like, oh, but you have one. You use mine. It doesn't matter.
anyway, the games with gold this month for 360, starting from the 1st of July to the 15th, is Gotham City Imposters.
Which is a good game. I played the demo of it.
Yeah, which is usually
Team Fortress, but Gotham City-atized.
Yeah, it's usually
Can you get hats? Hell yeah.
it's usually $15 for it, and it's now free. Or
Freezies.
I guess that's probably about £15 as well because we get screwed over
Yes,
a
we
lot.
do.
Then
Ooh, I forgot about that.
and then from the 16th to the 31st is Battle Block Theatre, which I didn't know about. I don't know what it is.
Funnily enough,
It
Roy
looks-
just paid for that.
It looks like
It looks really funny.
It looks like Castle Crashers a little
It
bit.
is. I think it's very similar.
Yeah.
But,
Again,
yeah,
also
Rory's
50.
just
That looks
bought
like a
that.
game my girlfriend would like, so I'll probably download that.
Yeah, I'll download it when it comes as
Yeah.
well.
Again, James keeps whinging at me that I won't download it, but it costs money. But now,
So
Yeah,
Games of
just
Gold
wait,
is coming
yeah.
to 1 as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's already been out for it. Last month they had, or this month they've had Max, the Curse of the Brotherhood.
Oh, these arcade games, though.
Yeah, it's a really good arcade game.
Because it's not that they're going to be
Um,
like, oh, here's Rise. You
Not
know what I mean?
yet,
It's
but
like,
they
Reese.
will do. Rise is definitely going to be one, but
Reese.
just not yet.
See,
Like,
Rise is one of those
it would
games.
take a while.
It's like it looks amazing,
Yeah.
but it doesn't play very good, and it's not very long. But it looks amazing.
I don't know. I'm waiting to play it. I really want to play it. Joe Thompson has it, and I think he said he
I
enjoyed
wanted it to be like
but-
Spartan Total Warrior on the PS2 because that game was
That
phenomenal.
game was so good.
Right, that game was amazing.
Absolutely amazing.
It was a phenomenal game. But
Oh,
yeah, you never played it. Sucks to be you. Flashback.
That game was so good, and when you get the armor, when you finally get the armor with the brass chest piece,
Yeah, it
you're
was
just
a
like,
great.
oh my god, what did you use though? Mainly, like what was the weapons you preferred to use?
I stuck with Sword and Shield. I was just
I used the spear. The spear was too good. I used to hate it, but
just because I just liked it because of the little the combo bits and pieces you can do.
that game was amazing, and the amount of enemies you could face at one
Yeah.
point in that game, like you'd
was
be
a really
there,
good
and there'll
game.
literally be like 200 enemies around you in a crowd.
I
and
still
you'd
have
just
it if
be
you want to experience it,
blitzing
Carl.
them up.
It's one of the few PS2 games that we never bothered to trade in. We've got a couple that we've kept for because they're awesome.
Nostalgia's
Sake.
sake,
Yeah,
but
and that was one of them. Just
That
because
game
it was a really
is so good.
odd, not related, won't come up a lot kind of game, but it was just a damn good game.
yeah, I remember playing that at my friend's house, and I loved it that much. I ended up borrowing his PlayStation 2 and that game.
Too right.
Well, you know what might be a better fighting
Oh
style
God, what might be? What's that?
than a Spartan is a Mexican wrestler, which is the Games with Gold for Xbox One, which is Guacamelee, which is meant to be an awesome game,
Guacamelee.
and
I
it's
like
the
Guacamole.
Super Turbo Championship Edition, and this is actually the first time it's been on. This is the release of it on Xbox One, so it's being released straight away as an Xbox Games with Gold, and that's again also $15. Yeah, so they're all arcade games. Usually they do one or two
An actual
proper
game.
ones with
Well,
the
I think
360 at least. But
yeah, the 360 they do.
What was I say? Well, no, but-
I'm sure they're on the Xbox One. They start to release like proper ones by the end of the year. I imagine they start to release stuff
expect-
like
as I
Rise
say,
and stuff.
There's only
But-
42 Xbox One games.
Yeah,
out,
that's the thing.
so
They
it's like
need
official ones.
yeah they need to build up a bigger catalog before they can start releasing the big
Personally,
ones.
and a lot of
'cause
them are
otherwise
like
they-
connecty stuff and sports stuff.
I expect that probably sooner rather than later that they'll start doing they'll start porting the more successful 360 games as things. I think
we can
they
only-
might.
we can only hope.
It's just a lot of effort, and if
Oh, I
it's
know,
just
but
gonna,
I think
and
they
if it's
might.
going to be for a free thing, then like
I mean, I know that they're
dunno.
reaching the point where they're going to eventually give in and make the console backward compatible. But
well, it's not the fact of reaching a point. They've been talking about doing it for a while. It's just
They talked about
have
before
to.
it came out. They said they want to stream the games.
Yeah, it's just trying to get a decent way. It's either they stream it or they have to work out some kind of emulator thing. But like emulators are hard to do because you need like double the power of the original system to be able to run it.
it's going to be a pain, but I'm expecting them to do it.
They are trying to do it, and
The thing is,
the way PlayStation's
someone like
doing
me,
it is
I'm fine
streaming.
With it, 'cause I just got a new Xbox 360, so even if I have a one and a 360, I'm fine with that.
Did you buy the 360
Yeah.
that looks like the one though?
The 360.
My girlfriend bought it for me for my birthday.
Nice.
I am gonna when I have
Good
money,
girlfriend,
I'm
keep that one.
The
gonna
E
be
is great.
buying a E as well.
It just
Like-
looks amazing.
Just because I want to have an Xbox 360, and there's more chance of that
Lasting.
I like
That's
my
exactly
Slim.
why I got it.
I kind of like the look of the new one, even though it looks like
about the E though.
it looks
is-
like a fab.
I think it looks
The ice
amazing.
lolly looks like a fab.
Yeah.
But like, there's a couple negatives on the E because I love it. I definitely I'm glad I got that. But mainly because of the look as well. It looks amazing. But it's got one less USB slot in the back. It's only got it's got two in the back instead of three, and obviously the two in the front. So it's
Yeah.
got four
How
in total.
often do you have like 5 USBs plugged into your
I do.
360?
It's got one less USB in the back. It's got 4 instead of 5. The jack for surround sound. For your headphones, surround sound headphones, it's changed to the new one that they've got on the
Ugh.
Xbox One.
Oh,
So
really? Weird.
older headphones won't work on it
Lovely.
unless you go for your TV.
Mm.
So that's what I had to do because I was plugging it directly straight into the back of my Xbox. Remember, I moaned because my Tritons wouldn't work on it.
Yeah.
But
That's
I found
right, yeah.
out you can just plug it into the TV and it works exactly the same.
Mm.
So
Still a hassle though.
yeah, it's still a little bit of a hassle, but
They're
so,
good.
but they said they're trying to future-proof it. That's the point. They've got the newer
Yeah.
jack for the newer headphones.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Yeah,
newer
that's
ones.
the thing,
That's
yeah.
why they did it.
The good thing with Xbox One that they've released the headphone adapter now, so you can plug in any headphones to your Xbox controller,
Yeah.
and that means you can have any like stereo headphones just plugged straight into your controller, and you have game sound.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, it's not surround sound. I've heard varying things. People's claiming that they're getting surround sound out of it, and people saying you can't get surround sound out of the adapter, but you can at the console itself.
that is
But
the
that's
console.
what I've heard is the way. I think it's
Because
just
that's the jack, the circle one.
yeah. I think that the people are mistaking in-game sound
For
and
surround sound.
for surround sound. Yeah, and I mean like stereo, they can simulate surround sound in stereo, but it's still not surround sound. It's not
Yeah.
proper surround sound.
So that's why
So I
I'm
think people
happy
just
I got,
imagine it.
obviously, because it's still my headphones now are still plugged into the Xbox, but it plugs through the TV as
Mm.
well. So I still get surround sound, which is great because that's pretty much. I never really play games through the TV because one, I'm by myself, and two, it just sounds so much better with the headphones
Yeah.
on. And I was so bummed because I got like a really nice pair of Tritons like last year, so I've had them for a year, and then I was like, new Xbox won't work. And you know, it's really funny. I went down to Game and said, "Is there any way it will work? Any way at all?" And they were like, "Nope. The old headphones will not work." And I went, "Any way? Is the way I could do it for the TV?" And he went, "Probably not." And I was like, and I
Oh,
went
no,
home and put it in my TV. And I was like, "You son of a bitch." She was like
Well,
trying
then-
to make me buy new headphones.
They don't get told that kind of stuff.
They should
Probably.
know. I knew that shit.
Yeah, but you worked in Game Station. You were there because you cared. You weren't there because you got paid.
I knew that stuff when I worked at Game as well. Didn't go out my head.
Yeah, no, but you worked in Game Station.
You learnt it from Game Station.
I was in my short Christmas temp time at Game. I was the headset man. Any time they had to talk about a headset with a customer, they just passed a customer on to me. They'd be like, "So which one do you think price range? This is the kind of thing I'm aiming for." And I would be the person that would always talk about
So
it.
that was-
I don't know why.
That was a flaw that I found because obviously I worked there as a Christmas temp a couple years back, like 5 years back now, and I didn't get kept on. I wasn't kept on because apparently I wasn't very good at what I was doing. Personally, I think it's because they put me on the wrong thing. Because as you say, you got put as a like a bit, The bit
no,
I was
no,
put
this
with,
was because I excelled at doing it.
Oh, I see.
They after me excelling at it, and people saying like certain staff talking to people, and I would cut in and say, "Oh no, this is." What
Oh,
you want."
okay.
It was because I'd shown that I knew what I was talking about. That's why they chose me.
Well, this was.
I'm just saying I don't know why the other
And
guys
yet they
didn't know
still
as
have
much.
some people who work there that I don't think should be working there.
Well, the way they were doing it at the time was like they had a person. They are this person. They were in charge of like the different bits. Me, heavy 360 user, gone from PS2 to Xbox 360 and hadn't touched another console since. They insisted that I had to be the PSP guy. Never even touched a PS3, let alone a PSP. Hadn't the foggiest. And I wasn't very good at my job. I know I'm not very good at my job. I don't know shit all about the PSP. I'm not interested in the PSP. I've never even played the PS3. Yes, I'm trying to learn this stuff while I'm doing it, but I still don't have a clue. Put me on 360. I can tell them anything they want to know. But this, I ain't the fucking clue.
See, that's the funny thing. Is like, if I was to work there, I know enough about PS3 to know that I could do it. I know a lot about Xbox and I know more about games than I do actually hardware.
Yeah.
Like, I can tell you anything about a lot of games, but at PC I know nothing, and I'm okay with most hardwares, but some hardwares when it comes down to like PC related stuff, I know nothing. So that's why I would probably.
That's right. They don't have much PC stuff anymore, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah.
While you were talking about the PSP and PlayStation, we should just
That
announce
totally won the last generation, by the way.
the PlayStation
Wait,
Plus.
I have an important thing to say.
What?
Hi, David.
Okay.
Carry on.
The PlayStation Plus games for July. So, and they're a lot better than the Games of Gold, unfortunately, but still Games of Gold has been lacking behind the PlayStation Plus. But then PlayStation Plus,
Games of Gold.
3 games have been going on for longer, and
They have
they're
been
not
doing that.
as good of a deal with it as well, though, because you only have them for a limited time, rather than Games of Gold, you get infinitely as long as you're still on Gold. But yeah, so
Them, but
the
yours forever.
PlayStation Plus games are Strider, which is quite a new game.
It's the arcade
anyway.
one where you're a ninja.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
Yeah,
I really wanted to play it. Dead Space 3.
Oh,
That's a good Games with Gold. That came out like last year.
Well, not Games of Gold, but yeah,
Oh, no,
PlayStation with Gold.
That's
yeah.
you know what I mean. That'll be
a good free game.
Yeah, that's like came out last year, beginning of the year.
Towerfall Ascension, which is quite a well-loved game. What's this? Doki Doki Universe. Don't know what that is. Vessel. Don't know what that is. Lego Batman 2.
didn't like that one.
Don't know what that is.
That was free. That was an Xbox Games with Gold.
Yeah,
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I downloaded
Oh, I missed that. Fuck.
I didn't
Yeah,
think much
so-
of that one.
It's
They've been changing the Lego
I
games too
downloaded
much.
it and I loved
That's
it.
a picture of Strider.
Oh, I know what that is.
You have a scarf, and the scarf changes colour to your abilities and
But
stuff.
that thing is that wasn't.
It's a
that wasn't
reboot,
always free
like-
because my brother paid for it and then it
Yeah.
came out free.
Yeah, it's a reboot
What
of
was